Back in the field. Today is another one of those days that is going to be jam-packed because tomorrow's raining, so I'm trying to double up and get everything done today. I started at 6 a.m. this morning. It's been 4.5 hours. It's 10:35. I've got a handful of properties done at least. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think this is my 7th, and we're going to finish up the 8th. Then we're headed to our cluster of properties. That's supposed to be on tomorrow's schedule, and then we're finishing back up with a few of the ones that are still on today. So it's 10:30. We have until 8 p.m. of daylight, and we're just going to see how much we can do. It's going to be like a big challenge. I'm just going to push through today and maximize as much as I can in efficiency wise, and see what where we come out. Just finished up one of my our first commercial properties, and that pretty much is ending the route for normal Thursday properties, except for a couple, or one big one and a couple small ones that we'll get on our way back. Now I gotta go do Friday's route, so it's 11:12 right now. I should have a good enough time. I mean, I have 9 hours to get that route done, and it's usually takes almost about that, so or less. So we'll see how it goes. It's been pretty wet today. I had to double cut that last one because for some reason it's growing like crazy compared to any other lawn. All the other lawns are just barely needing cuts, but depends which area you're in and how tall they are. It changes like crazily throughout even my routes. So I'll just update you guys at the next one. All right, so here we are. We got this one done here. Good stripes in there. We got the diagonals right across the street. Luckily picked up these both neighbors across from each other, and they actually called like right around the same time. I got a decent trailer set up this year. I got the trimmer racks on this side, fuel tank right here, where I can actually just fuel it up. The mower's right on the side, and it's easier to fill that tank versus keeping them in my truck. And then I got the blower rack on this side, and it's a 16-foot trailer. But then we got the front basket here that we can hold anything. I got cones in here, the trimmer wire, a couple of clippers, and then of course hold everything for your shovels and rakes. So it's a full on setup, and luckily I got 3 cones because this is not the best place, but I think next time I do have some space to park. I didn't think I would to turn around, but I think I do next time. All right, we got 8 properties left and about 4.5 hours to complete them. This is one of my beautiful properties, or it has a nice view anyways. I love this one, especially on a clear day. It's really nice. Even just sitting here, seeing that view is kind of nice. But this is the point where I hit a wall and my day starts to feel longer and longer, and it gets harder and harder to get up out of the truck and grab the trimmer. Back starts hurting, hitting that tiring point. But we got 8 lawns to do, and a short amount of time to do them. We got one bigger one that's like 1.5 acres that'll take an hour, and then the other ones are like a mix of like really small and like medium type lawns. So we'll get through the day. I'm gonna try to get them all done. Now this one always puts out some decent stripes. I'll show you guys throughout the season as I do cross patterns. I go this way, then diagonal, then the other way. This one does pretty good, but it's pretty wet out too, so we're leaving some circles in and some little bit of wet ruddy spots. We do what we can. This is the driest we're gonna get, and we don't want to get too long. All right, we're at the second to last property within this region for Friday's schedule. And then I was on my way over here, I lost the pin to hold the trailer gate. Luckily I have the Gorilla Assist, and it's pretty strong on there because these gates are heavy, so it just held closed. But I'll have to get another pin. I swear I lose like probably enough pins to pay for another. I guess to get another lawn job I need to pay for all the pins. That's how many I lose and go through. It feels like that. But we'll finish this one up, and we got another smaller one, but it will take longer because it's a lot more trimming. And then we got another one big one and then the 2 little ones. Here we are, last big property of the day. Then we just had the little ones. This one I love doing at the end of the day. Of course today's cloudy, but you usually get a good sunset, but you get the view of the entire valley. You usually get the sunset view over there with the good stripes. Beautiful lawn. About halfway down it trickles off into weeds, but up here is beautiful. It's 8:15 and I just wrapped up the last lawn for the 14-hour run of mowing, and I think it was around like 22, 23 lawns. I'll have to check, but it was at least 20. All in one day, 14 hours. Pretty good. That just proved that I could do it all in a day if I need to, or if I just wanted to do that. But sustainably, I don't know if that's the best case. Some of the properties did get a little rushed, although I did have to double cut some, so there was extra time there because it was so long. So on a good day, I could easily get this done faster. But today also welcomed me with 50-degree weather, not 90 degrees, where I'd probably really slow down. But that wraps it up for the big old run, and see you guys next video.